3 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Finding space at the 40. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And the Bears.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Chicago.
Throwing is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland, 30 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The Bears.
Williams going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bombers. To the right, yep.
Here's Nix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Roma Dunze from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Motion. Olay.
Nix to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, Maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Nick's going to keep this himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
26 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Nix from the shotgun. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The Broncos will
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
That makes the score Broncos 22, Bears 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
To throw, Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Captain.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
29-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And the Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score. Broncos 29. Bears 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Williams looking to do it himself. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. That's caught left side, Burden. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden from 19 yards away. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down.
To throw. Here's Nix. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Here comes 2nd down.
2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Captain, ready? Bombers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, 30 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught.
They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Bears 36.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Once again, it's Swift. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Only took 2 plays, and they're across midfield.
Yeah, they're moving with authority and dispatch out there. They're looking good at this point.
Here's 1st down.
First down.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bears.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
2nd down, goal to go. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
Williams going to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And now it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it.